races in this matchup. Rick kind of pulling off the miracle comeback in game 1 as Zeb just kind of got stuck in 9 to some extent. Game 2 kind of going the other way. Zeb able to hang on while Rick figured out where the silver arrows were actually hiding. And we get a rubber match out of it, so this is going to be good.
Yeah. Yeah, for the game 1, the silver arrows were definitely a deciding factor in Rick's favor, but the silver arrows were a deciding factor in ZebGedney's favor in game 2, and so far Zeb getting killed by those Armo statues. It looks like both players were trying to farm some bombs up from those red dark nuts. And we find level 5 here at the level 3 spot.
Yep, 5's here. Rick's going to go in. I think in the earlier races in this matchup, Rick tended to be the explorer who dug in to these dungeons a little bit. Definitely want to go in here and see what might be hiding in 5, and he does get a map for his efforts so far.
That's an interesting looking map.
It's a segmented map.
Yeah, it is segmented. I mean, there's just one, there's just one free block there, but it is definitely segmented. Kind of looks like a swan, maybe?
I'll go for a swan.
Or a duck, or something. And it does look like we are going to be key blocked out of level 3 unless Rick can procure some bombs from these dark nuts. Now we do have the dark nuts on the overworld. There we go. Rick does get a bomb drop. That's going to help him progress here because with the map we do at least have an idea of where we need to go, but we can't go up.
Yep, these landmolas.
Oh yeah, oh that's terrible. Yeah, he can get up here. Now it is possible for him to be able to block clip in, and actually it might be very difficult considering the tight quarters, but I don't believe that's actually a drop room. There we go. There we go. ZebGedney with the Kanana key.
Kanana key off of blue landmolas. That's just insane.
That is insane. We are going to see what kind of an advantage that is going to give him. In the meantime, though, here we go. We can bomb upwards and we can go off to the left. Here is a potential staircase room. It most likely will be one of our two transport staircases.
Yeah.
If we're lucky, might be an item.
And Rick has already run into some blue whiz robes that gave him some trouble, but...
So, game, let's have a little discussion here about the likelihood of that recorder being in level 5. I mean, for a while it's been like the raft is always in level 8. Now it seems like the recorder is always in level 5.
You know, I've got a gold cartridge right next to me, and it had the recorder in level 5, and that seemed to work out just fine.
Yeah, isn't that funny?
Huh. But Zeb has also noped out of level 5 at this point.
Interesting.
Goes to what I was kind of getting at earlier. Rick tends to be really stubborn about leaving some of these dungeons. And this time, kind of a little bit like getting the any key in the first race, he gets the payoff of the recorder. And that's going to give him a lot of transportation. It's going to give him the ability to kind of, if he sees a Triforce, he can nope out of a dungeon, and his walk back, his penalty for having to return is not so great. It also means he can cash it in at the recorder lake immediately.
Indeed. And but look at that. Oof. It's level 9. So that recorder, unfortunately, while it is a crucial part of the puzzle, it also means that it is, I guess you could say it's more like, that's like the back end. That's kind of, I guess you could say that's sort of the backloaded, progression. Oh, look at that. We have a maximum medium secret.
Nice.
Things get rather dire. We haven't seen the whiz robes yet, but if things get dire...
Oh, we have.
We have? Where are they?
I saw whiz robes in level 5.
So it might actually be a good idea to invest in a blue ring. I have seen some matches that have gotten really ugly, and that red ring is like nowhere to be found. And look, we've got a 63 rupee candle.
Always good to know where the candle is. That'll save Zeb some searching later.
Yep. Always good to check that forgotten spot. We're going to pop into this shop here, and we are going to locate, everything's expensive, triple digits. We go left here, we're going to check out our Armos item. What have we got? We have a heart container. Wow, really? Look, I mean, I know that's not vanilla, but is this even randomized? It feels like we're getting the same loadout each time here. Recorder in
Well,
5. How about a Bowen 2?
Bowen 2 is not so random. I'm not sure if Zeb saw that.
Oh,
He
interesting.
seemed to nope out of 2 pretty fast. I'm not sure if he had bombs while he was in there or not.
I have a feeling that he's probably going to go back to 2 eventually anyway. So, although
Yeah.
buying arrows here, but for Rick, that would definitely be a useful thing because of these annoying Cole's voices. But it looks like we found level 6. Wait, is that level 6 at the level 6 location?
Yeah. Dungeons and hearts are kind of low on my is this randomized-ometer, but you are absolutely right.
Yeah. I mean, the game is most definitely randomized. It's just, the chance for vanilla, sometimes it just feels like the game kind of gets stuck in vanilla mode for like one thing or another. But I guess that's maybe just how many matches, how many seeds we actually end up going through in this tournament. You're bound to see some repeats.
Both
Now, here's a
runners here
potential
being
item
really
drop
stubborn.
room here at 6. It's the corridor staircase.
If Pole's voices are this prevalent, I mean, I think you're absolutely right. Zeb's not going to have a problem finding that bow once he does go back to 2. But until he does, the longer it takes him to kind of go back and deal with it, because you don't know what his route's going to be necessarily.
And you know what? That is actually quite a factor because in the last race, even though Zeb did pull off the victory, wait a minute. Did that fire just go down to 1? No, it didn't go down to a wood sword shot, did it?
No, I can't go down to a wood sword shop.
Yeah, that's impossible.
These seeds are mixing up Fire hit points and all enemy hit points by 2 hit points.
Yeah,
Fire's vanilla have 4.
And that looks like our bait block.
The moblins, however, are not going down to 1 bomb. The blue moblins rolled all the way up.
Yeah.
Oof. Rick with no triangles yet, but does have a nice little collection of items.
Yeah, I think Rick would want to, grab a couple of those extra secrets. Now, he's not going to quite have enough to pick up the candle at the Forgotten Spot, but there are a couple of secrets that are up on Death Mountain. There's at least one.
And the way Rick's going to take this rap, I have a feeling that's exactly what he's about to do.
Well, he didn't actually check the Forgotten Spot. Now, he's only got 2 bombs, so he might be holding off on checking the Forgotten Spot because, he can use those... Yeah, he's gonna just, he's gonna go back, grab this heart container, but yeah, he's gonna save those 2 bombs to open this. And there is another shop up here on Death Mountain that could possibly have, some bombs for sale.
Indeed, and he's going to get another medium secret, which we know from Rick, in fact, is a 40 rupee secret, so he's going to be rolling in rupees pretty soon.
Yes. Here we go, getting the information. So that particular spot has the same shop as the Forgotten Spot.
It's the Forgotten Spot shop, as well as, if you know about it, the Burn Bush near level 2's vanilla location.
Ah, yes. Unfortunately, that is no good for finding the candle.
Of course.
But look at the bait. The bait's only 50 rupees. Too bad we did see our bait block and it wasn't... I believe it wasn't guarding anything.
I'm not going to pretend to...
Well, we don't have a map yet in level 6, so we don't know quite for sure. But it looks like Rick is going to be joining Zeb in level 6. It would actually be really nice if Rick could find another medium secret and then purchase arrows before entering 6, but unfortunately that's going to require him to go... Maybe he's going to take a death on this screen and that'll inspire him to find arrows. Nope, it looks like he makes it through.
Zeb, meanwhile, has had enough fun stabbing bunnies, and has noped out of sick. Got a screen wrap and was rudely greeted by blue Lionels on the other side of the screen.
Yeah.
So this is an interesting seed so far.
I have a feeling Rick is not going to stay in level 6 for very long. Maybe just long enough to see if he can pull out a Triforce.
Yeah, you don't want to come back here. Rick knows he has the recorder. So if he can get that Triforce, that's easy access back here once he is equipped with arrows.
Now, did we see Zeb take this staircase?
I don't think so.
He might not have, considering how many keys. There's a lot of key blocks here on level 6. It seems. Oh, he's down to 1/2 of a heart.
I'm surprised he didn't eat it from the Pole's voice earlier. Zeb picks up a 6th heart container from Monocle Rock, having already picked it up at the coast in the Armost.
Yeah, so that means he is going to probably going to go down here, check this spot here. This is our, this is going to be our 30 secret.
Get some money. You can get this.
He's going to go up here now. He's going to try, maybe not. Maybe he's going to try and attempt to get the 100 secret that's over this way.
Honestly, he could probably get
Love to get that fairy, but unfortunately the fairy's saying nope. Oh, there we go.
Rick has abandoned level 6.
Yeah, unfortunately it seems like... I mean, if you could find a map, it would be a little bit easier, but with all those key blocks in the way, it's kind of a problem.
Rick also was out of bombs until he just got that drop.
So what's our 100 secret tonight? It is 75. That is on the low end, but that's a 25. That's kind of a 25 rupee off. But then again, so we're up 10 rupees with the medium, but we're down 25 with the large.
That's kind of gross.
Well, not as gross as what I saw last night. That was like a 51 rupee secret, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think you might be right. Rick is going to grab his Coast Heart as well, and then, now, Coast Taken.
Now, interestingly enough, Rick is going along this section of the coast here. So it looks like his plan is probably to head, towards the coast, see what the coast item is, then double back and check out the level 8 location, which, of course, he can check out. And it looks like we got level 4 here up on level 5.
I believe so.
We still don't have an arrow shop.
No, Zeb did just see one.
Oh, but
look
at that.
Rick found the better arrow shop.
Yeah, but the question is, though, is that can he get those better arrows? Because we still don't know where that, still don't know where that ladder is, but we do have level 7 at the level 8 location. So he's probably going to dig this a couple minutes, a little bit. Oh, well, it looks like we've got a Goma here. That Goma could be blocking something. Like the Triforce, for example, or the item.
It's definitely at least one less thing Rick is going to be looking for.
You know what? I think Rick
the ladder,
is
but now
enough.
he knows where it is. And that knowledge is key.
Yeah, I think he is just going to nope out, and he is going to go looking for that. Yeah, he's looking for the arrows. He knows better now. He knows that the Pulse Boys are the recurring enemies, and he finds them 92. That's pretty bad, considering we know we've got almost free silvers, but this is probably going to speed things up along for him, and we just have a heart container here at the White Sword item.
Zeb building up a heart collection. We'll see if he's interested in the magical sword later, but Rick now, this is what we were talking about in early Triforce and 7.
Rick gets White Forest, but in this case, that's not a bad White Forest to have.
I don't think anybody's gonna be overly upset about a Y Force in room 2 of a dungeon.
Yeah,
you haven't invested a lot of time. That with the recorder, Rick's out of there.
Yeah, no, he's coming back later. He's gonna dig that thing. If he can't find anything like the ladder, he's just going to leave that for later. And we get level 1 here up at the level 2 location. So that might actually be a good play.
It might be.
And we got
Zeb,
level
we're
3.
running out of dungeons, but he finds 3, not 8.
Yeah. Level 3. Oh, do we have a segmented level 1?
Ouch. Just to kind of build on what's going on out there in chat. Important items cannot be a 9. So the bow, the ladder, the raft, the recorder, the power bracelet, all guaranteed to not be in level 9. Silver arrows are a 9 in the vanilla game, so Randomizer will let them hide out there.
Yeah, the silver arrows are the only important item that can be in level 9. And look at this segmented dungeon. It's pretty... Oh, well, here we go. This could be our item. In fact, it has to be our item, yes.
Just a heart, though. And that room is a drop room. Level 1 has 2 floor drops, and it just looks disgusting.
Yeah, I don't see Rick is going to... Maybe he's going to give it the old college try?
This room being kind of off in a dead end the way it is, I would try it too, but
you know what?
This is the second time in a row that blue Wizrobe has spawned right into him.
Yeah, now I think what he's going to do is he's going to try and see if he can take down this Tektite here. And then you can just re-enter the room, and hopefully that Tektite will respawn. It does not. It's, we have a choice now to see whether or not it is that blue Wizrobe or the red Wizrobe.
It's the blue.
It's the blue Wizrobe, but at least that's the only enemy left in here. And because he's, you know, entered and exited the room several times, it means he saved the room. So as long as he stays in level 1, that's going to be the only blue Wizrobe in that room.
Rick is building up a 10 count here, stabbing the like I believe 9 times. I wasn't.
And his poor blue Wizrobe
he gets hit anyway.
He gets a bop. There you go. His counter gets reset to 0. Meanwhile, Zeb has passed one of these closed voice rooms. We get rewarded with the ropes. He's up to 8 keys already.
Rick has 3 keys himself, so not too bad. Second heart container in level 1, if Rick can get it.
Yeah, careful. These Gibdos, they do 2 hearts each with no ring.
Both racers up to 7 hearts here. On different paths for the most part, too.
Yeah, oh, there we go. We got a clock near the end. Rick's going to spend this key on this one off, and is rewarded with, oh. Yeah, that's not a very good trade-off.
So here's your good news, bad news. That means that staircase room all the way up at the top of the dungeon does not have the second floor drop. I know. That's the bad news. You got the compass. It has that other floor drop we're interested in.
Oh, no.
Yeah, there's a kind of golden triangular floor drop in that room.
But Rick is going back in. Is he oh, you know what? He's only got that one, he's only got to deal with that one blue Wizrobe, so he's probably going to try and take him down. I can't say that is a bad... I can't say that's a bad move. It could be risky. It all depends on how much those Wizrobes have rolled. You know, if it takes 3 bombs or, you know, more than 3 bombs.
Well, landing 3 bombs shouldn't be the problem in and of itself. The problem is going to be surviving long enough to do it.
Now, the good news is, though, is since bombs are not the A button item, that does mean that you can get bopped around by those bubbles and still survive. There we go. He gets it. He's got the Triforce on the board, level 1.
Very
now,
nice.
he won't need to come back here at all.
He's done. He's even got the other forest dungeon in level 7 completed. So there's really no reason to come back here unless he really wants to try and farm bombs off of these red dark nuts.
Well, also, too, we still don't know what level 7 contains. Oh, can he get the clock? He gets the clock. Nice.
We don't, but he can just go there directly.
That is true. He won't have to walk through to the forest at all.
Zeb's still on level 3. Have we just not found anything in here? We must have found a heart container. His life meter has extended.
There's another 30 secret for Rick. He's gonna... Nope, he's gonna waste this bomb here. There we go, and he's gonna go up to level 3 and gonna join ZebGedney.
Zeb's got a nice little rupee collection going here. He's up to 179. Speaking of vanilla...
Oh, there's the raft. Wait a minute, that's vanilla. Are we sure the randomized item flag has been turned on?
Rick's gonna pull his 9th heart container out the White Sword Cave in a moment here.
That is true.
And go into level 3, presumably find the raft with his digging tenacity. Zeb has cleared level 3 with both items and a Triforce. Oh, 3's up at Spectacle Rock. Rick's gonna go into 4 first.
Oh, okay, yeah. But it does, if Rick can pull out another heart container, he will at least have a shot at Magic Sword. And since we already, since we haven't defeated what was at the level 6 location, I believe that was level 6.
Yep.
So
it was full of bunnies.
It was full of bunnies. So the good news is that if Rick goes back into level 6, he's going to have a lot easier time. The bad news is, well, ZebGedney needs to... Well, that's an easy Triforce at level 4.
Yeah,
oh,
Rick's
but look at that, we're ladder
the ladder block. He doesn't even have bombs to test, so he's going to grab the Triforce. He's got a recorder. He's not worried.
Yeah, he can come back early. He can come back later because he's got that recorder.
Early recorder is like just one of the shadow best things to get in this flag set, because you immediately get access to just kind of do exactly what Rick did and say, well, I can always come back and just leave. Zeb finds the bomb shop at, I believe this is the rare shop location.
This
5
is the rare
rupees.
shop. 5 rupees. That's really good.
Great price. Just hard to find.
Now, is Rick going to take the potion or the heart container? Nope, he's taking the potion.
So Zeb, I believe this has to be level 8 at this point, which is going to be nice because there's 3 items in there. Of course, we know...
I just realized, yeah, we're 20 minutes in and we have now, between the 2 races, access to all of our dungeons. That's pretty good.
What we know is that the ladder is the last must-have item on the board.
The ladders are go mode.
Indeed. Well, they're no mode.
Well, I mean...
Rick's gonna still need the raft. And Zeb still needs a couple things.
Oh, well, there's a coma block here in 8. So at least if Rick, when Rick does manage to pick up that raft and head into level 8, he'll be far more prepared than ZebGedney is.
Yeah, Rick right now, you know, as long as Zeb doesn't go back into 2 and find that bow, which we think as soon as he goes in, he's going to do it.
This was this is interesting because in the last race, Zeb did the same thing with the stepladder. He did not touch the stepladder until later on in the game, and he still managed to win because he was able to locate the silver arrows. Now we know where the silver arrows is, so this might come down to finding that stepladder.
Zeb does pull the wand out of a staircase in level 8. I mean,
well, that's nice for these both voices. I mean, not as nice as if you had a bow and some arrows, but this is a lot better than that wooden sword.
Indeed. Rick's advantage right now is completely a speed of exploration thing. He still has to eventually make the right calls, but for every wrong call he makes, then clears out a room full of bunnies that drops, 5 rupees. He's going to be done really fast.
True. At the moment, Rick definitely has an advantage, but we will have to see where things go.
Yeah.
That's one of the things about these randomizers is that one racer can have an early lead, and things can turn around really quickly. All it takes is just to, that one item, finding that one item. One racer might luck into it, the other racer might never find it. And sometimes it all comes down to being properly equipped for these dungeons. I mean, you can take down these closed voices with the wand, but you can't touch a Goma without the bow and arrow.
Rick finds the heart container on the floor in 3, finds the transport staircase that I believe is going to go to the other segment, which does hold the raft and the Triforce itself.
He's going to take down these closed voices. It's probably... Oh. There we go, just gets a 5-er.
Rick's money count has actually been going down. He's using those arrows quite freely.
Well, at this point in time, the arrows is his highest powered attack.
I agree. It's just one of those things to keep an eye on.
Yeah, although with ropes in this level, that's not too bad. I mean, there's definitely a lot of money dropping enemies in this dungeon.
And Triforce and the raft were in the same room. I missed that earlier, but Rick's got it now. So Rick knows as soon as he finds the ladder, he is go.
Question is, where's that ladder?
Rick also knows he's up to 10 hearts, so whenever he gets that ladder, if he hasn't cleared out level 6 yet, he's probably going to take a shot at the magical sword no matter what at this point.
I imagine he's probably going to at least want to, dip a few more dungeons, see if he can't get another 2. That would, drastically improve his chances. And there we go. We've got the Triforce here in level 8, and what do we have? We've got the Power Bracelet. The Power Bracelet... Oh,
no, go ahead.
I was going to say that Power Bracelet, unfortunately, is not required, but it is a nice thing to have, especially for ZebGedney, who still doesn't have that recorder.
You said exactly what I wanted to say. Power Bracelet is going to get him up to the level 6 spot very quickly, but that's going to be the only advantage it really affords him. And as far as it is an advantage, Rick is likely to at least have the opportunity to pick up that Power Bracelet shortly, as he now enters level 8.
Well, Rick, yeah, I mean, the Power Bracelet's still going to be useful considering we don't have the Triforce out of 6 yet.
It'd be an interesting call to see if Rick goes for it. Because that's really the only thing it's useful for Rick is getting to 6.
Well, it is in the same room as the Triforce, so he's probably going to at least dip in. Now, here's the thing. He's going to be able to take down this Goma.
Yup.
If something is past this Goma, then Rick is going to be, for the foreseeable future, in the clear lead.
For Zeb's sake, don't show me ladder. Just a key.
Oh. You don't want to... Ooh.
Don't want that clock while you're trying to go down through a shutter door. Zeb sees a 4-headed Gleeok in the southern end of level 8.
Yeah, that's something you definitely don't want to see. At least not until you find a better sword or a ring. And here we go. We've got the map out of 8. So now both of the racers have that map out of 8. And here we go. So Rick's going to discover the Power Bracelet and the Triforce.
And Rick's going to grab it.
Yep, he knows that it's still a value. At this point in the game, it still has a value. And that is definitely one thing that the racers have to, decide is when you're figuring out, there's some of the optional items, some of them still have a lot of value. It's like if you have 12 keys, do you really need to pick up that any key? If the boomerang isn't one of the first items that you find, do you really need to pick one up?
So Zeb's still looking for this floor item. Rick, I think, just wanted the health refill since he's going back in.
Yeah, there's still 2 more items left. One on the floor, one in the item room.
Well, we know the wand is the other item in 8 that was in the staircase.
Ah, okay, that's right. So he's just looking for a floor drop.
Zeb at this point has been in enough dungeons. He's missing things. He knows he needs stuff. He knows where the Triforce is in 8, so he effectively has it. He just needs to actually get it.
See, I think what's happening is I think Zeb is trying to clear as many dungeons as possible, and then he's going to go back afterwards and fill in all the gaps, which may be a good technique. You know, just because one racer is leading in Triforces like Rick is now does not mean that Zeb's not going to be able to catch up. Because don't forget, Rick is exploring while he's collecting Triforces, so all of that exploring ahead of time, and hey, look, you know, there's a possible ladder block.
Indeed, which means if you're Rick, you know that the ladder is the last item you need for go mode. If you run into a ladder block, those are a whole bunch of rooms you don't need to touch.
Well, we do have a way around it. There is a compass, but we already have the Triforce, so why? Well, it looks like we still have a Wall Master to deal with in this room. Go up here. Ooh, more Pole's voices.
Every room that's nothing but Pole's voices that Zeb stops and clears and Rick is through in a couple of seconds as Rick finds that floor drop.
That's just a heart piece, a heart container. So what we want in level 8, or what we want is not in level 8. So now the next question is where? Where do you go?
And I don't think Zeb has that heart container. He's still stuck on 8 hearts. He just grabbed the Triforce, I guess, because he was done exploring the southern end. Rick, it looks like he's going straight to that any road, though.
Yeah, 6. To Rick's perspective, 6 must be the play.
Rick also is down to 8 rupees. He'll almost certainly get some more drops from the Pole's voices as we go, but still. And here comes the magical sword check. Zeb, meanwhile, leaving 8 without that heart drop.
Oh, 11 hearts is not enough.
Not completely unexpected, but, you know, you always want it.
Now, of course, for those of you who aren't aware, the heart requirement for the magic sword has been shuffled anywhere between 10 hearts and 14 hearts.
Rick has gotten a potion instead of a heart from a Take Any cave already.
That is true. That could be a factor, although he didn't know where the raft was. He could go back and get the Costa, and if he finds the ladder here in level 6, he will be able to do a world wrap and pick up those silver arrows and get the other coast heart.
He can also just record her to level 7 if he needs to, but it'll be his choice.
The world wrap probably makes more sense, but
Zeb also, I'm not sure if we mentioned it while we were going over everything else going on, found a bomb upgrade. I believe it's only 2 bombs and it's over 100 rupees to get one.
Wow, that is not good.
And
look at this,
fun.
Rick only has 1 shot left. There we go. Did he get the ladder clip? Or not the ladder clip, the block clip? Oh, he doesn't get the 5er.
He did get it. It was in the middle of counting up.
Okay, there we go. Now he gets another 5er, and here's the Triforce.
With only half a heart left, Rick was just going to take that for the health more than anything.
Now he's going to go back in.
He's going to go right back in.
He was burned by level 6 in that last race, so there's no way he's going to not gamble on going back into level 6.
Rick knows that the ladder is required.
I don't know if
6 is unfortunately rather large.
Actually, that's a good question. Did Zeb even get the information that the silver arrows are on the coast?
I'm not sure he's been there.
Oh, look at that. We've got a Goma here in level 7. Now, if we're seeing a Goma here, this Goma, you can up A and get out. You're blocked, obviously, but that means the Goma could be somewhere else.
I mean, the usual sort of dreaded news is that level 7 has something. we don't know what either item in 7 is yet, so it would follow that the ladder's gonna be in 7 at this point, just from that. No other indication making me make that guess except just what's the worst possible thing.
Yeah.
Level 6, though, going to be the next best guess.
Level 6 is also a terrible one to have step ladder. There we go. Open that door up over here. See if there's
Zeb,
anything over this way.
It does look like Zeb has been all the way up here into the top right, sort of crooked gonzo nose of level 7.
See, the worst thing is that every room he runs into that has a Goma, that could potentially be... Did we find what our floor item in 7 was, or...?
I'm not sure we've seen either.
So yeah, so that still stands it open. The stepladder could be Goma blocked. That is very well possible. Especially considering we're not seeing that much out of level 6 here on Rick's side.
Kind of these 1 or 2 very linear shoots on the map here.
Another bunny room.
Every time there's a bunny room, that's time saved for Rick. And we're starting to get into the point in this race where that's going to start meaning minutes, not just a few seconds.
Yeah, I believe the Rick has already been in these rooms here. Unless... Yep. Oh, you don't want... I don't think you want to use up a key there. You can go down. What do we got? Just got keys here in this room, and...
More keys. Both runners with a veritable horde of keys. I still wouldn't say no to the any key, but they definitely have a lot. Rick realizing just how freely he has been firing arrows everywhere. Red candle on the floor in level 7 for Zeb. So you needed a candle to get a candle.
Vanilla. Oh, there's a trolley compass. Although not as trolley because we obviously...
And there's the any key.
Oh, well. Ask and ye shall find. And here, this could be our... This is either a staircase or it's the other item room. Gonna take that down. What do we got here? It's a item room. It's the ladder. Oh.
Rick does not actually have it yet, as Zeb is about to find out the news. Rick, for all intents and purposes, is in go mode. He has to actually get the silver arrows, but he knows where they are. He knows he can get them.
But that is interesting that he decided not to do a world wrap. Oh, you know what? I think that's because he wants to do this dungeon first. He's going back into 5. I think we were ladder blocked out of 5.
Yeah, as long as Rick remembers that the silver arrows are the coast items, so he has access to them whenever he wants them. I mean, he doesn't really need the offense that they provide. He only needs them for Ganon.
The only reason that I would prioritize that is just peace of mind. You know, just knowing that you have the silvers. You don't need to worry about finding the silvers.
I hear you. It's always nice to actually see them in the inventory.
Yeah.
We've seen it a few times in this tournament where a runner goes up to level 9, or they go someplace and it's all of a sudden, oh wait, I don't actually have those things I thought I had.
Yeah, shout out to that one race. You know who you are. Okay, we got this one spot here up in level 5. It is just an old man. Don't go chasing waterfalls.
Zeb getting one of the 2 heart containers out of level 1. He is in the Triforce room, although he does not know it.
You know what? I was gonna say there's an old man in The Legend of Zelda that talks about waterfalls, so I'm gonna call that quasi vanilla.
I believe that waterfall hint is in level 3 though, so this was 5.
Well, that's why I said it's quasi.
All right, I'll give you quasi.
If the waterfall hint was in level 3, then it would be a semi hint, or it would be a semi vanilla.
These are some interesting flavors of hints. Rick's gonna get a compass and immediately turn back for that Triforce. Zeb actually does clear that room in level 1, the very dangerous bubble, Wizrobe, everything else Tektite room. Claims his level 1 Triforce, so even though he's got some item collecting to do, getting the Triforces, those are required items too. Rick running right into a blue Wizrobe blast, gets to stare at it while he drinks.
I'm sure that was not a misclick. There we go. Rick getting the Triforce out of 5. So now the only one left is level 2. Or no, level 2. Wait. Yeah.
Yep. He still needs to actually finish level 2. He got the bow, and I forget why he left.
Maybe it was the combat.
Lots of Paul's voices is the story of this seed. And right now, I mean, the biggest thing I could say is that the bow is paying dividends for Rick.
Huh. Now, you know what? Considering where level 9 is, now I really am surprised that Rick didn't, do a screen scroll or a world wrap. Because he can't screen scroll back to the graveyard. Here we go. We were blocked here in level 2. It's also worth noting that we were locked out of most of level 4 too, right? Or is that the last scene I
Yes, 4, I believe, also opened with a Chevy room.
Now, there's nothing in there except maybe the red ring. Okay, here we go.
The red ring and the white sword are both still at large.
Yeah. There's a Gleeok.
Rick's not going to have the any key either, but he has hit double-digit keys now. And that is an entire Triforce of Wisdom for AdirondackRick, who just needs to pick up his silver arrows, and he will be on his way to Scenic level 9.
But again, interesting though, because, well, you know what? He can transport over to the level 8 location.
Yep.
And that's what he's doing. So I see what he's doing now. So he's going to go here, pick up those silvers, then he's going to warp back to level 5.
I believe that will be his plan, as Zeb, speaking of level 5.
Finally getting... Now the good news is, though, is that recorder only had... Well, I mean, it had only one required function.
Yep,
I mean,
we have
obviously...
not seen any dig doggers yet.
Oh, you know what? He's going to... you would think that maybe he would try maybe one more time and pass it Magic Sword, but no, he wants to get through this.
I don't think he's collected any more heart containers. He would have to, at this point, I think, go and claim the raft, take any spot. I think that's the only one he hasn't been to.
Yeah,
that only gives him an extra, well, at this point, it's a 1 in 3 chance of getting it, since he already knows. He's going to try and get some bombs here.
Now, if he were to just go and I was gonna say if he just went north to the to the rare shop, he would find all the bombs he needs. Now, I'm also thinking, take a look at his rupee count.
Yep. He might want to take a duck into that large secret that's here. It's right outside level 9. He'll get his 75 rupees. I forget if he knows it's 75. But at this point, that's 75 arrows.
Yeah, but he is going to ignore that. He is in go mode. He is in blitz mode. He's in whatever mode you can think of.
Rick can smell it at this point as he's into level 9. Hopefully we have a sound up. Jiggly, what are we looking and listening for here in level 9?
Well, we're looking for a door, and we're looking for a dwarf. Ganondorf, to be exact. We're going to be able to hear the roar of Ganon from any of the 4 adjacent rooms, to his. We're also going to be looking for that single shutter door that will not open when you defeat all the enemies in the room.
Rick running into some early locked doors that are driving his decision making here. He does have a ton of keys, but that is no guarantee at all. Speaking of dig doggers.
Hey, there's a dig dogger.
They do exist. Oh, we're getting reports. Do we hear a pig?
So if it
Or was
is,
that-
it's not this way. Oh,
Was
it's
that
a
just
mugger room.
Ganon? Oh, he's gonna give up 2 of his keys.
You know what? It's only 2 keys.
Yeah, but level 9, the Great Equalizer, named as such for a reason. You don't want to, start giving up keys and all of a sudden find yourself out. Which is why Rick is making a beeline straight for key number 9, popping out of that staircase.
Interesting. He's not going to mess with that dig dogger.
And, yeah, we do have a chance to name that tune. I think a few people in chat have already done it. Zeb taking a death here in level 5. Ooh, I think I do hear a piggy.
Interesting.
It's not a piggy at all. It's a princess.
No, you are absolutely correct, because Rick is playing as the Gorilla Sprite. So it's going to take 15 hits. He does not have the red ring, so it's going to take a full 4 hearts off. And he gets a Zelda hug. He does have 1 potion left. He manages to get the stun lock. Can he keep it? No, he can't. He gets it again. Nope, not quite. Careful, Rick. Careful. Oh! Zelda's right on top of him. Nope, he gets it. Nope, can't get it quite.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, come on, Rick. He's got the potion in hand.
You got
Can he do
3
it? He's
hearts,
got a
Rick. What are you
stomach again.
doing?
He's got it. He's got it. He's got it. It's good. It's good.
Royal jelly for Rick. And a Triforce. Was he collecting the Triforce of Power this whole time and now he has a Triforce of Wisdom?
Well, no,
Either way, Rick has a pair.
And look at that. He's got 3 rupees left.
Zeb,
2.
meanwhile, in 2. He's gotten north. I won't be surprised if he has his bow at this point, but I don't believe he ever purchased arrows or procured a ladder yet. So still with the sword on the bunnies. Rick back in that mugger room. That's all those doors opening up immediately.
Well, Rick's not quite moving on up yet. I mean, it's pretty much almost, but you know what they say, it ain't over till it's over.
When did Rick grab a compass?
I guess he must have grabbed a compass in one of those rooms that we were looking in. But it looks like we can't quite get up there.
Well, it's still going to be useful, but Rick being frustrated by the solid foundations of level 9 at this point.
Yeah, and he's only down to 1 bomb as well, so... He's clearing out some of these rooms. Using his final bomb, it is no good. It is no good.
Now, to your point, if Rick's been paying attention, if he stops to think for a moment, he might be able to, process of elimination, work out that the bomb shop is the rare shop. And you're right, he's not far away from it.
Yeah, but look at that. He barely has enough to purchase 1 set of bombs.
But the large secret's also right outside.
That is true.
Bombs don't cost 40. Or more than 40.
No, that was another seed.
Yeah.
Oh, just could you even imagine what it would be like if there was absolutely no limit on how much or how little any of those items could, roll? So you could
Zeb
have like a
picks up some arrows.
imagine a 1 rupee blue ring, but like a 255 rupee candle.
See if Zeb actually equips the arrows at some point. I'm pretty sure he has both bow and arrow at this point.
Yeah, I don't think there's any reason why he wouldn't. He still does
There we
not
go.
have he still doesn't have the stepladder out of 6 yet. That's another thing.
Yeah, Zeb needs to get back to 6. He's going to restock on money here. Well, Rick continues this search of 7, of 9 at the 7 spot. Down to 7 keys. Still no bombs. Thank you, Vire.
Yeah, the Vires are always nice when it comes to bombs. Unless they've rolled high on the HP, then they're completely out of the bomb dropping group. Now here we go. We've already tried with Rick. Unfortunately, yep, Zeb is not going to be able to pick that up.
Yeah, Zeb just gives the time right back. So no major loss there. Rick actually going to pick up all these rupees. Gets a key for his trouble.
Yep.
The file money boss succumbing to Rick's wallet.
Yeah, every now and then that rupee room comes in handy.
Let's Rick take out that pack of fires, but
I think Rick has sniffed out a path to the, Ganon. Or, the kidnapped. Ooh, Rick's out of... There we go.
he's not there yet. And he's out of bombs again.
Yeah, he's out of bombs and he's out of money.
He's gonna take that heart.
We can go to the left.
Rick doesn't even want the key anymore, which is a little surprising.
No, yeah, at this point in time, he's like, I'm just gonna keep gutting it. There we go. Oh, not quite. Gotta take
Not
these
quite.
down first. That would be funny if the red ring was in that staircase. Oh, and look at that. It's a one-way... Rick knows how to do the ladder clip, but if you don't know how to do a ladder clip and you came in from this direction, you'd probably be rather upset right now.
And because of the compass and that door opening, we know Ganon is behind this door. And Rick gets the clip. Rick rescues the beast. I'm not sure if that's wise action, but it does mean Rick is moving on to the next round. Official SRL time of 53:03 for Rick. So get those GGs out in chat as Zeb continues his hunt for the ladder. I really have nothing really to say about this seed other than the bow played very large in this.
But you see, here's the thing, is that is almost a carbon copy of the same thing that happened last night, only this time it actually worked out.
That's why it's a best 2 of 3.
Well, it just goes to show you that sometimes when it really comes down to it, it's just making the right play. One of the things about Randomizer is that you're not always going to win.
It's very true.
Yeah. Sometimes the game just throws you a curveball that you're not expecting, or you make a play that should logically and factually be the right play, but just isn't that time.
So we'll see if Rick recovers.
Yeah, he's probably thinking, wait, what? What did I what?
So we'll give Rick a moment to collect his thoughts. And congratulations there. Have to double check the bracket to see who he catches in the next round now. Rick is... Oh wow, this was a round of 30. So Rick moving on to the round of 16 to play one of JSR, who is in the round of 32 already. Amazing Toaster or Nochibadu. They're having their game 3 very soon, I believe.
So yeah, this is going to be interesting. 16. So we're getting to the point where we're almost getting down to the the Elite 8.
Hello.
Hello.
You're joined by AdirondackRick, our winner here. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you very much.
So, in 20 words or less, how much do you love the bow?
Considering the fact that Pool's voice were the predominant enemy, I love that bow. I'm glad I purchased it before going into level 7.
So Rick, do you remember that seed last night?
I do remember that seed last
Do
night,
you
Jiggly.
remember the situation that you versus Zeb had last night where you found an item in level 2 very early on and Zeb didn't find that one until much later?
I do suppose I remember that.
Yeah, you know how that didn't quite work out in your favor?
I do remember last night that the ladder did not work into my favor.
I know, it's, there's more to it than just that, I'm sure, but, let's just roll with it because the exact same thing happened tonight, but it completely played into your favor.
I'm going to guess he did not get the bow.
He did not get the bow in 2 until a lot later.
He also did not get the recorder out of 5 until much later.
And there were at least, 3, maybe 2 or 3 Triforces that were Pole's voice blocked?
Yeah.
Pole's voice blocked. Anytime you walked into a dungeon like 4 and immediately got that Triforce, you had the luxury of your exploration time was drastically reduced. You had the ability to come back later. I feel like that's basically the difference here. Zeb's not exactly playing poorly. He just doesn't have your advantage.
Yeah, and I see that, wow. I thought there was going to be a case where maybe he had found the right things in the right places, and I would be stumbling in level 9 because I didn't have any bombs.
Well, yeah, was there ever a thought of leaving 9 to get either the large secret, to find the bomb shop, to find a ring?
This was a dungeon that wasn't sure on bomb drops because of the gorillas. The orange gorillas weren't exactly hiding as much as they could sometimes. So I wasn't super concerned about it, but once I found that staircase that took me over to the top area, I'm thinking, okay, can you please get me over there whatever way possible? I've got 9 keys, I might as well spend them.
I saw you, in fact, even start skipping key drops as you got closer and closer to Ganon's room.
Yeah, I was kind of at that point getting to the idea that this was exactly where I needed to go, and it paid off by way of a ladder clip.
Zeb getting his Triforce, his 7th Triforce out of level 5, and that's he got the Triforce out of level 8. I'm pretty sure that's got to be his last one.
Eight's items. Like, the third item was definitely really nasty to get to. You had to go take the long way around. And for a few moments there until I got that bomb wall in it, I thought that Goma was actually required.
Yeah, 8 was a little bit of a beast there. Without the big payout, I'm guessing both of you would have liked just the wand was nice, but then a heart container and a power bracelet.
I wouldn't complain because it did give me what I needed to get and gave me on the right path without me having to backtrack in that level 8. So I felt happy about what happened there.
Oh yeah, once you find the third item, that's always good knowledge to have.
And I'm going to be a little bit distracted for a few minutes because I'm spying on my opponents on another stream right now.
Yep, you get either JSR, the Amazing
It's-
Toaster, or Nochibado.
Well, that bracket needs to get updated, but it's Nochibado who's going up against JSR right now in Game 2, which is kind of currently going on right now.
I'm going to click refresh on this page.
Because JSR currently is 1 up in that series.
Yeah, my page is out of date. Zeb pulls his Triforce out of level 2.
This felt different than Game 1, where it just took me forever to get into Go mode, and here I was in Go mode kind of instantly.
Yeah, I think you found the ladder and knew about the silvers on the coast.
Yep.
It was in the low 20s, and I mean, for all intents and purposes, that was your Go mode.
Yeah, and the way I strategized that level 6 was, okay, I am going to go take a look. Let's go ahead and take a few rooms in. Ew, Pool's voice. Ew, Pool's voice. Ew, Pool's voice. Okay, I'm coming back with arrows.
Yeah, I can't blame you at that point. I mean, this, and like I said earlier, this entire seed felt defined by the presence of Paul's voice everywhere to a sickening degree. And at first, it was kind of, all right, Rick's got the bow, but Zeb's going to get it soon, and this advantage will fade. He'll get a few seconds. Well, Zeb still hasn't gotten the bow. Zeb still hasn't gotten the bow, and they really are everywhere. You probably just saved full minutes on exploration purely because you had arrows.
Well, like I said, because especially considering the fact that at least 2 of the Triforces were behind a room filled with Pool's voice.
Question from chat. What do you have against bunnies?
They got in my way.
It's fair. It's fair. See, nobody's found the white sword yet. You've both discovered that 11 hearts are not enough for the magical sword. The red ring is still at large. I think those are the only items of true interest, although Lord Banana and the book are also unknown.
Oh, no, it's not the bunnies he doesn't like, it's the monkeys. Isn't that right?
That's a different game, and we won't go there. I'm just happy the fact that I'm actually going on to the round of 16. Like, I figured the round of 32 was going to present a challenge for me. Zeb's one of those equal opponents here, and I'm happy and eagerly waiting to see who I get to face in the next week, which I'm going to try to take care of before I head down south to Virginia.
Isn't are you in the tournament at Speed Gaming Live?
I have myself down, but I probably won't actually go through it because I'm more of staff, so I might have to back out type of thing, but we'll see how that works out.
Oh, well, it'll be fun.
Oh yeah, definitely will be a lot of fun.
So here's probably a question, since you are staff. Will there be I mean, there obviously all the races and stuff will be streamed, right?
The majority of them will be.
The majority of them will be. Some of them won't get coverage.
Yep.
People will be
But-
live tweeting.
Yeah, we'll definitely have some live coverage going on
Oh,
there. But
no.
never mind what's going on with regards to SG Live. That's for a different channel and a different time. Let's get
Yeah.
ZebGedney to the finish here.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
so
Zeb just got
unfortunately-
grabbed as Jiggly was exclaiming there by a wall master. Rick, you're gonna have to walk us through this a little bit because you actually probably have the tracker still open somewhere. We remember that the beast is kind of in the middle of the L column, all the way on the left. Don't really remember how
Yeah.
to get there.
I took what was a diagonal approach, and then when I no longer was able to go directly towards the left, I took the first staircase there, which took me to a dig dogger, which I thought I had heard the noise altered enough that I had to at least investigate whether or not it was, and then all of a sudden I hear the Ganon roar, and I'm like, oh, right.
Yeah,
Zeb
so
actually, I think, is on the path to the
yeah,
kidnap
Zeb's on
right
the
now.
path that Rick took, but unfortunately he just went the wrong direction. But there's not a whole lot here. I mean, this probably does contain a staircase, but
This is the
no, it
long and
doesn't.
winding road to get to the kidnapped. Oh, yeah, and shoutouts to True Room Level 7.
2-room level 7 and level 4, I believe.
Yeah, and that level 7 had nothing required.
Yeah, so you got the any key out of 7.
He did indeed.
And 7's items were the any key and, naturally, the red can.
My thought process in regards to level 7 was, okay, I at this point now know that I'm going to have to double back over here to get the silver arrows. I get the Triforce 2 rooms in and level 7, that's going to probably be 30 rooms at the least. I'm gonna take my efforts elsewhere and come back if I absolutely need to.
So the good news, Zeb's found the princess. Bad news is, Zeb hasn't found Ganon yet.
Yeah, and it did not appear to be an easy path to get from the princess from Ganon, because I tried bombing a few walls. Like, my resources were limited in 9, but it didn't seem to me like there was an easy path between the two.
Yep, you were just completely out of bombs, almost even out of money as well as you went on it.
Oh, I went broke trying to make sure that I didn't die to any Gorias that wanted to snipe me.
I don't remember this spiral staircase at all. Zeb just looking for that path across level 9. Determined to finish the seed at this point.
Yeah, and this is why I want to keep our focus on him. This is his exit of the tournament. We might as well give him all the love that we possibly can. He is a very good competitor. He's been in ever since the first tournament we had back in 2016. And I know what he's capable of.
Look at Zeb's map of level 9 there. He's got almost all of the 3 right-hand columns filled in. He just needs to get anywhere to the left.
Staircase I checked was under the 5th column, 4 rows down. That was the staircase that took me 1 room north of Ganon. And it looks like that's it.
Ah.
Yep, he's forfeited.
But everybody give a GG out for ZebGedney for putting up such a fight, and and giving, basically making this particular series, one of the great ones to watch. I will say.
Yeah, this was a fun series to watch. It felt like, like we were saying, all 3 of these races kind of came down to who got the mystery up. In this case, Zeb just stuck stabbing bunnies. Put up an excellent fight, just kind of now into 9, and I don't blame him for not wanting to finish it out, but he stuck with it for an awfully long time, and we should commend him for that. Everybody go out there, give both of these runners a follow. we're just finding out if Zeb wants to join us.
He does appear to be in the waiting room, so.
Oh, let's
Wait, no, that can't be right because it says not ZebGedney.
well, we will find out if it is not Zeb or if it is Zeb.
It might be Zeb.
My money is on it being Zeb.
You win. And the
GG's.
game.
GG Zeb. Sorry that one didn't quite work out for you, but you did put up a good fight.
Yeah, it would have been nice to make it a little closer. I'm guessing that Rick probably was able to find the ladder on the dive in 6 early.
I took one dive into 6, and then I said nope. I, at that point, had the bow, but didn't have the arrows at that time. But I did grab early bow out of 2, and I think that's what really eased the seed because of the fact that at least 2 Triforces were bunny locked.
Yeah, that's that'd be the other factor because that was the other thing. I went into 2 and didn't have any luck in there either.
Yeah, bow plus recorder seemed to kind of carry the day for Rick. So if you have any choice words for bunnies, the floor is yours.
I'll keep it clean. It's it was amazing once I found the bow, just how much quicker that seed went. It's just too bad that I wasn't able to find it earlier. Like I said, I like when these are close, but what are you gonna do? I guess best of luck next week. I don't know if your other matchup has been decided yet.
Not yet. It's going on right now as we speak, and I'm watching it on the other screen.
Okay. How's it looking?
Well, it's right now they're both in 9.
Okay, so it's there's a possibility you'll know, but I guess we'll see. So it's 1-0 JSR at the moment, right?
That's right.
Okay. Well, best of luck. I mean, either way, it's should be a fun matchup for you, and hope to see you do well.
Absolutely, and GG's to you. You. I said this back in game 1. I said this back in game 2. You've been a fantastic competitor, and you pushed me to the limit here.
Yeah, it was a fun series to see kind of that back and forth go. So yeah, I mean, again, best of luck to you, and thanks everyone who's helped put on this tournament. I've had a great time, and with that, I'll check out.
All right, I think that's all I have. Jiggly, you have anything else, or Rick, Zeb, anything else you want to add to this bunny-ridden seed?
I don't know if I'll be putting any County Fair cuties up on Twitter in the next few days. Maybe I will. Also, shout outs to Mr. Broadstone for restreaming this.
Yes, shouts to Broadstone for restreaming. I believe we had Treach as our tracker tonight. Give both of them a follow. Give Jiggly Santa a follow. I guess you could follow me if you want. I don't know. That's kind of what. With that, I guess we're wrapping up.
Yep. Want to go over and see what other races we've got going on, tonight or tomorrow?
If you have the list, or I could bring up the schedule too, I guess.
Yeah, so let's see. What have we got here for tomorrow's the 15th, right?
I see exactly one race scheduled for tomorrow right now. That might change.
Yeah.
Shaddy and Fury SK having their second race tomorrow. Their first race actually just getting underway. Right now, the bulk of these scheduled races are for the 16th, which I guess makes that Wednesday, if I remember how calendars work. Fred and Kevin are going to start their races actually Wednesday afternoon at 1 Eastern. They're going to have a doubleheader. Antlers and Ellendar at 7 p.m. Eastern going to have a doubleheader for their first 2 races. And Fury and Shaddy going to have their game 3 late night on Wednesday as well, if necessary.
And I'm not going to spoil it, but I now know who I'm going to face in round number 4.
Rip.
Well, good luck in that round.
Well, no, I didn't spoil it. I just
I think he's talking about me.
Anyway.
Crystal Reese
Say
with an
goodnight.
excellent point.
Anyway, good night.
Have a good night, everybody. Thank you for watching, and I don't know, keep randomizing things.
I am in so much trouble.